1215. Bad King John, he invented leg wax in the English forest and the yellow moon. And the barons, bald in the thickets, they cry, "Spare us, for we are already hairless, and our plums and our damsons ripen but slowly."
At the same time, in the southern part of Poland, rivers overflow violently, delineate natural boundaries, prepare the ground for the first crop, wheat, barley, rye. Earth is ready to welcome this abundance and people, but it will also accept ergot and hunger, because sand and tonnes fire we stand to burn.
1746. Bonnie Prince Charlie and his rooks, over the sea to sky with his rooks, across the meadows with his workmen and his rooks, down the big slide at Derby with his rooks, the talking rooks you can't buy anymore, the rooks made to order by tinkers in the Trossachs.
At the same time, in Polesie a boy is born. He is given the name Andrzej Tadeusz Bonaventura. In the future, he will be called a hero of the north, a messenger from God. Mountains will be named after him, but for now I see his pale boy's body and the tenderness when he touches trees. He likes oaks most. He admires their longevity and mine, to grow like them, he thinks.
1869. John Stuart Mill and his soft-boiled egg, at the East India Company with his soft-boiled egg, cracking the shell with his tiny spoon. Dead of St. Anthony's fire in 1873, dead like Lefanu and Edward Bulwer Lytton, who invented the elbow and a certain type of swan.
Let's see what happens at this time in distant Krakow. The river dies, the old Vistula becomes a strait and a hotbed of plague. Cholera will continue until 1873. For years after, people will fill in the old riverbed the way they bury dead animals. That's how the underground river dies. People will show the water its new course, because they are gods and constructors of spaces. And birds will appear, gars, cormorants, loons, swans. But the river will repeatedly burst its banks to prove it is the queen of this southern part.
1415. King Harry on St. Crispin's Day, wild boar and venison, smoky quail and onion, and the French fall dead in the hedgerow, for with such things they have no truck, with their fine wines and their savoir faire, with their Jean-Paul Sartre and innumerable cheeses.
At the same time, in the southern part of Poland, peasants are watching the bees. They discover their sweet secret. The insects tempt them and scare. After some time, they will bring them to their own yards. They will take care of them as of their own children. The bees will be a blessing, will be a richness, will be a cure.
1903. Sherlock Holmes, bored of opium, bored of Mormons, bored of murder, bored of waterfalls and Morocco leather, bored of pistols, bored of poisons, bored of emeralds and Persian slippers, bored of billiards, bored of boxing, bored of swords play and bored of polyphony, bored of cryptography, bored of ciphers, bored of his brother and the Prince of Bohemia, retires to heap bees on the Sussex Downs, slipping them into their little fuzzy jackets with tender fingers white as asparagus.
39 years later, my father comes into this world as the seventh child of my grandparents. At the age of 5, he plants his first apple trees. At the age of 7, he kills his first animal, fish. At the age of 10, for the first time, he sees the city, Stary Sącz. At the age of 15, he builds an apiary. At the age of 40, his first child, the son Jan, is born. At the age of 43, the twins Malgorzata and Barbara are born. He will teach them everything that he has learned from the forest.
1942. My father is 7 and is chased by a Messerschmitt through the black grass where the apple trees were, and General Montgomery gives a speech to his officers pronouncing all the R's in banana.
(1995). My mother checks what individual women's names mean. Anna means grace. Marta means queen. Dorota means God's gift. Barbara means stranger. Zofia means wisdom. Malgorzata means pearl. Blanca means brightness. Veronica means victory. Felicia means kindness. My mother fall asleep with this name of her on her lips.
1984. After 6 days in the forest, I finally reached 1984. The tribe that lived there welcomed me. I sat on a mossy log, ate a toasted sandwich, and drank cloudy lemonade from a hollow stone. Later, as the stars wobbled above the tree line, we watched Torvald and Dean win gold at the Sarajevo Olympics on a primitive television set installed in an abandoned foxhole. Their leader, a tall man with an asymmetric fringe and wearing a tight silk blouse, asked me if I had been here before. I said yes, a long time ago, and my bike got stolen.
2011. Here in the south we have horn of wind. It comes from the mountains but is born in the warm valleys. People hold it calm. People say that it brings sickness and malaise. People say that it can break into dreams. People say that it is God's punishment. People avoid it. People close windows not to let it in. People pray against it. At night, when the house is asleep, I open the door onto the porch and invite it inside. It comes in straight from the nearby forest. It smells like honeydew. It reminds me of my father.
2015. Here in the north, we have our own windows. We have dogs named after forgotten astronauts. We have pizza and walnuts, which we invented. We have peaches in tins and little huts. We have snooker and badminton. We have the Ides of March. We have body slams and token gestures. We have Japanese wrestling. We have melons in the greenhouse. We have half an eclipse. In the morning, when the streets are assembled, I open the door to the raccoon of Salford and invite it inside. It comes in straight from the local newsroom. It smells like aftershave. It reminds me of my mother. Thank you.